Okay, I seem to be live. I adjusted my audio levels for Stardew Valley, forgetting that this game is just too loud. There you go. Alright, let's continue with our restaurant. Welcome to the stream and Cook Serve Delicious. I'm just going straight into the kitchen menu. I don't believe I have any new catering events. Nope, did all of them. Uh, let's look at past meal. There's a weather alert. I don't have any tickets. What's on my active menu? Uh, I think I had steak as the daily special the previous day. No, I'll just roll with this because I don't really remember. I did pop into Pokemon before I started this. So, uh, because if I waited until Wednesday to play again, my berries would be dead. As it is, they're not done growing yet. So I was considering that I may not want to play Cook Serve Delicious today because the Cook Serve Delicious restaurant is not its own physical location. It's inside another building. And while I was doing deliveries for work yesterday, one of the places I had to go was a virtual kitchen. So, a food establishment inside of another one. And I was not told that it was a virtual kitchen. I had never heard of the place. And the delivery instructions did not tell me which uh, place they were inside. I ended up having to check every uh, business inside an entire shopping center to figure out which one it was inside. So I am now of the opinion that virtual kitchens should not be eligible for delivery. It doesn't hurt that the actual restaurant, the virtual one, uh, I found their no phone number because that has to be included in an order so that you can call them if there's an issue. So I called them and it was only an automated message. Uh, all that happened if you pushed one, if you're a delivery driver, is that they told you that they were a virtual kitchen. None of the menu options indicated what business they were operating out of that day. For what it's worth, they were operating out of a Chuck E. Cheese. I haven't stepped foot in a Chuck E. Cheese in probably 25 years, at least, but had to yesterday. What actually ended up happening is, even though I was late, the customer apologized to me because when he placed the order, he didn't realize that it was a virtual kitchen and not a normal, physical restaurant location. So my on-time rating was not negatively affected by the ridiculous amount of time it took me to actually find the place. No, the only time I was... Why is there like a cursor there? Like a scope. Anyway, the only time I was considered not to be on time yesterday was I had a double order of a Taco Bell and a uh, an order from the Jewel Osco uh, deli counter. But they had me pick up the Taco Bell first and then go over to the Jewel Osco. And the Jewel uh, had run out of chicken. And they said that they don't know why someone was allowed to place that order because they had said that they were out. But I asked them if they could do anything, but they said no and that they're closing. So I had to message the customer and tell them that they were out of chicken. So they canceled the order because they had no other option. So I got half the payment for that because the customer canceled the order. But the expected delivery time did not take into account that I had to go to another place and then the order was canceled, so it thought I was late. But I disputed that and got the late order removed from my account. So my on-time rating is still good. Now, the biggest issue I had, there were two other issues I had yesterday. One was that it was just extremely windy, and my first order was to a place way out on country roads where there are no buildings to block any of the wind. So my car got blown around a little bit, but I still managed to complete the order safely. And the customer was very generous with their tip for, driving 6 miles out of town. The other crazy thing I had yesterday was I have a Denny's and a Monocle's Pizza that are on the same road. And it told me to go to the Denny's and pick up the order, then drive 3 miles south to drop that one out, then drive back up to the first street to go back to the Monocles, and then drive the 3 miles again. I went back right past the house I had actually just delivered to on the next delivery. Now, I know that for pizza deliveries, you're supposed to get it, go straight there, not make any extra stops because they want pizza to be as hot as possible. But just have me go to the second house first, pick up both orders, go to the second house first, and then just turn around and go a couple blocks to the other house. Also, I'm not supposed to be able to receive pizza orders anyway because I don't have the proper pizza bag that they require, but they've given me pizza orders on 2 consecutive days anyway, so. Anyway, we're at 17 out of 20 days of service. I saw you during tour through Portal and became interested. Yeah, it is truth that I liked you immediately. Usually I am not writing or calling fellows first, but some stuff happened to me when I checked up your account. Oh, my name is Modesta. Now tell me something about you. What's about your free time? What can impress you? Which meal do you like? What can prevent you to write me next day? I'll be in internet at 11 p.m. tomorrow. Wanna have fun? Okay. Menu route is occurring. Perfect day. Uh, Fun menus are now available to purchase, and a new catering job is available. Well, let's look at the fun menus first. That's another helpful little thing. It's only $150. Let customers browse your selection outside the restaurant with these paper menus, and they'll be just a little more patient, guaranteed. Well, I am all for more patience. And I'm actually going to go ahead and purchase the ED certification. I want to get more menu items and upgrades, but just get that done and I have it forever. The only basic food I still have to buy is the baked potato. Several specialty foods still. Alright, so the steak is rotting. I need a different daily special. Let's put fish back up there. I didn't serve a single coffee that entire day, did I? Interesting. Yeah, I'll make the changing to fish my only difference for today. And then my first order of this next day is coffee. I imagine I'll make enough money this day to buy the baked potato recipe. Watch, I'll be focused more on the game and talking about the game, and I won't do as well as I did today when I was just talking about other things. Basically ranting. Yesterday was a long day, and I did not get almost any sleep. Fortunately, fish is very easy. So, I wonder what would happen if I tried to make something like beer the daily special. I tend to make the uh, more high-end things like fish and steak and chicken the daily special if I can. With the fun menus, I now have a lot of time to accept orders. So even rush hours, I don't have to be that uh, stressed. Yes, as the game progresses, you get more active menu slots and more order stations, but you also get things that make the customers more patient, so it all balances out. Now eventually we'll see some things that require a lot more uh, expediency, but for now we're doing pretty well. And our buzz is at 50%. I didn't mention it the previous day, but I did have that uh, end of day steak order that I always expect. As long as I don't fail the day, I have enough money currently for the baked potato recipe. So my main goal today is to get the 2-star restaurant. I don't know that I'll play much past that, though. Let me get all these taken care of. Ranch and cheese, onions, and peppers. I would never like just do greens and carrots on a salad. If I'm going to have a salad, I want it to have plenty of things on it. Alright, we made it through both rush hours without too much trouble. We're at 55% buzz now. Ranch, cheese, and everything on it. My man. Small cola with no ice and flavor best. I am cooking tonight. I'm cooking a pasta dish. It has plenty of ingredients, but the nice thing about it is they're all cooked in the same pan, so it makes cleanup afterwards easier. Olive oil, onion, Italian sausage, pasta, chicken broth, arugula, Parmesan cheese. All cooked in the same pot. Still stuck. Okay, apparently everybody thought I was joking my last, but can somebody please come up to the 12th floor storage closet and unlock it? It's been 3 hours and I'm starting to get hungry. I know I've joked about being stuck in here before, but I would really like to be let out before that creepy janitor comes in tonight. Maybe you shouldn't have joked about that. Another perfect day, another silver ticket. Hey, congrats on making the list. I was reading my copy of Sky Eating Weekly, and you were number 89 of the top 100 places to eat within the tower. Wow, I know where I'm having lunch today. Number 89? Please. And there's a soup upgrade available. Well, I said the next thing I was going to do was buy the baked potato recipe. So let's do that. Now I have all of the basic foods. The standard foods. I don't have enough for hash browns or pancakes, and the other things are unlocked, and I doubt I have enough for any sort of item upgrade. Potatoes, cabbage, red peppers. If I do that, I kind of want the salad upgrade because oil and vinegar is fine on a salad. I don't like sandwiches that have oil and vinegar because then the bread gets soggy and that's disgusting. But on something like salad, that's fine. So I should have a different. I'm gonna make burgers my specialty today, and I'm going to throw the baked potato out there too, just because it's new. Um, I'll replace the soda with ice cream today. Alright, baked potato is cooking. This man wants a baked potato first thing in the morning. I I can't recommend that. Uh, Sour cream, bacon, onions. Everything except for butter and chives are their first letter. Butter is Y and chives is H. One meat patty. Meat, bacon, cheese 2 times, and tomatoes. Nothing on it, please. That is horrible. I liked baked potatoes, but nothing on it. I also like to eat the skin because that's where a lot of the uh, great nutrients are in the potato skin. I know that the skin of sweet potatoes is edible too, but I just don't like it as much as regular potato skin. Just butter, that's acceptable. Now, if it's sweet potatoes, sprinkle a little brown sugar in there, and then you're really cooking. Meat and lettuce only. Get something green on your burger. The triple with bacon. Sour cream, chives, and onions. Cheese, sour cream, butter, chives, bacon, onion. That's like everything. Cheese and sour cream. Finally take care of that. Meat only. A lonely patty. That's my nickname, the Lonely Patty. No, it's not, but sometimes it feels like it. Meat only. Technically, it's 2 D's instead of 2 Y's. But yeah. It is going okay despite new items on my menu. And not one of the simplest uh, daily specials, but not too difficult either. I think if I had had soda on the menu too, it might have been a little bit more difficult. And here's another rush hour. The triple. Oops. That is not what I meant to tap. That got kind of dangerous. The heart stopper. Okay, the rush hour is over at least, so I can breathe. That one got a little stressful though. 2 chocolate and nuts. Ah, nuts. 1 meat patty. Meat and lettuce. Oh, shoot. I thought I tapped a different number. So close. I was having such a solid day. 2 perfect days in a row and nearly a third. Meat and lettuce only. Please sad music like I completely ruined everyone's day. Gadget reviews. BK6000F. Quaid 99 is back, this time reviewing the BK6000F series. I was skeptical of the description that Electronic Electronics gave this product, but sure enough I was able to take any book I owned and read it about 40% faster. Simply clip on the device to any hardcover book and it works as magic. While the results were varied on paperbacks, EE says a firmware update is on the way. I had much better results with law books and general reading. Cookbooks seemed to make me nauseous, and EE warned to never use this device on religious literature, going so far as to place those words on the red bag that houses the device. So beware. Otherwise, this is not a product that works, but at what cost? $19, available at all EE stores. Okay. Is this where I put money? I am not good with computers. Is this a site where I gamble with money? Please take attached funds and invest in 1,000 shares of Orange Computers. Thank you. And I got $150. Crazy Dave's bet 7. Okay. Here's a new one for ya. I bet you can't make more than $500 in income today, excluding tips. There's just no way. Bet you $300 on that. I'll try it. That could be tight. So, at the very least, I need a new daily special out there. Let's make it that. Let's put the some of the high value items back out there. Let's try these 6. I think that can do it. It's also the last day of the 1-star restaurant. Okay. So I would need to be at about 1,300 at the end of the day if I've made 500. But my tips are added automatically. So just because I get to that number doesn't mean that I actually made the 500 because it will add tips. But I'm hoping that by having, steak and chicken and fish and lasagna, that'll still come out well. Obviously, the other important thing is to make sure that all of the orders are perfect. And if an order is ready to be served, do it immediately. Oh, darn it! Okay, restart the day. 2 bad orders now. I would lose a bet if my combo drops like that. I need to take a breath and do things right. Double check my hand placement and make sure that I don't twitch a finger and tap the wrong number. I have salad on the menu because I've upgraded it. Mostly upgraded foods, apart from the steak and lasagna. Probably gonna have fried chicken tomorrow. I need to make the sausage dish tonight, particularly because of the arugula. I don't want that to go bad. I want it fresh. I got the sausage links from the meat counter as opposed to the prepackaged stuff, which means it's fresher than it would be otherwise. So that should still be good for additional days. But I try to have vegetables well before the date with them. All sorts of things that take a long time to cook out there right now. Clear them all out so that I can get more orders in. Alright, now that I'm through the rush hour, perfect. Even if I do mess up, I'm not restarting the day at this point. I just trust that I will make it. I do have concerns though. I mean, I may have just chosen the wrong foods to make 500. I hope I didn't. I'll be wondering if maybe the fish would have been a better daily special, things like that. But the only really big mistake I could have made in terms of getting orders in is uh, making the burger the daily special again. If you can avoid having something the daily special 2 days in a row. The item description clearly says, try and change up the daily special as much as possible. I also, since I do have to-go service, I probably should have made most of my foods things that are good for to-go as well, because each one is a buzz boost. I don't know what I did wrong there, and I don't care. I tapped the wrong number, but I was saved by it finishing cooking at that exact moment. Every spot occupied right now. Okay, the second rush hour is over. If I had not gotten no tips today, I would be at the right amount of money. But of course I have gotten tips, so I just have to hope. I've been keeping track of tips. Usually don't get like hundreds of dollars of tips, so since we are a fair bit above, I might be okay. Late day lasagna, so I reached above $1,400. 1422. Did have one average order during the day. I don't know if I did it, but either way, new star awarded. Congratulations on completing all of your goals and tasks. We thought we'd remodel your restaurant and set up some new goals for you to achieve for the next star rating. We've also enrolled you in a few new restaurant programs, so keep an eye out for those emails. Good luck and keep cooking wonderfully. Sherry Soda Management. Woohoo! Oh, fancy. Look at those fancy wrapped napkin and cutlery on the tables now. And there's no exposed things. You increase the brown water. In reply to your previous email, I can now confirm that the water discoloration issue you reported has now been resolved. The underlying cause of this discoloration is still being investigated. However, all evidence points to a dead rat that was found in the main water feed. It has since been removed. Please confirm that the issue has now been resolved and that the water is now running clear. M. Percy, Sherry Soda Tower Maintenance, extension 0047. You will increase Dave's bet. God, what a dumb bet that was. Here's your down 600. Cookbet app updated. Hello, good sir or madam. My sensors indicate you have upgraded your restaurant once again. I have added all 10 specialty foods into the randomized bet hopper. Good day and good bets. The Iron Cook Kitchen has just released some new specialty upgrades and new foods, so be sure to check it out in the upgrades and view by food specialty menu. Enjoy. Food services discontinued. Please note that your upgrade to a 2-star establishment has changed the way your customers view your restaurant, which means cheap snack foods, pretzels and corn dogs, will no longer be ordered by customers. Please remove them from your active menu. These are the only 2 foods available that have this kind of detractor, so feel free to invest in our remaining 28 foods, as they will stay popular from now till your eventual 5-star crowning. Mechanical supplies unlimited. I did mention that that was coming, but I don't put pretzels and corn dogs on the menu very much anyway. New prep station installed. You now have a new prep station installed in your kitchen. This will allow you to serve an extra customer during the day. Congrats on the restaurant upgrade. So we now have 6 prep stations. And welcome to your new restaurant. We've totally overhauled the restaurant for a new look and feel now that you're certified as a 2-star restaurant. For a new look and feel now that you're certified as a 2-star restaurant. As a result of your new atmosphere, customers will be more patient and waiting for their order to be taken. Watch out for new opportunities opening up for you in the future. Keep up the good work, and here's to adding another star soon. So you can see that the not only do they have detractors, you just simply cannot select corn dogs or pretzels as part of your menu. Said that new things in this menu? No. So we did have a new catering event available, Eats and Treats, but let me check my checklist first. So, once again, complete 20 days of service, get an 18 times perfect combo on 5 separate days, purchase 10 foods and drinks for your menu, I already have 22, Upgrade 6 more of your foods. I have 7 of 12. Pass 3 safety inspections. Complete all catering services. 4 out of 7. And have at least 20% positive buzz from customers. I already have that taken care of. So 2 of my 7 checklist things are already done. And I'm on my way on the upgrades and the catering services. So let's check out that catering event. Eats and treats. You'll need the nachos and ice cream foods to cater for this event. I do have them. Who boy is it crazy in here. Several of my employees have fainted from exhaustion. So I throw them a little party to make up for the 160 hours they're putting in each week for the next few months. Just serve at least 22 people with no more than 3 bad orders, and the $25 per person is yours. If I'm not mistaken, a week is 178 hours, I believe. 176, somewhere around there. 24 times 7. 168. So I was thinking of a round number. So there are 8 hours per week that these employees are not working. I think there are laws against that. And no amount of there's simply no amount of ice cream that makes up for that. It's not even using my upgraded ice cream. Queso and guac. Guacamole is extra. Guacamole. Queso. Olives. Jalapenos, tomatoes, onions. First one that finally asked for ground meat. I don't have like the fun menus and the other stuff here to give me more breathing room. That was not a bad order, but an average order. $875 for the 35 people I served. So the catering was successful and we made a good chunk of money. That's towards our checklist. I think I should do at least one day in the new restaurant and show you the new foods I can buy. Now that I have a 2-star restaurant, I can buy anything. I can buy sushi. Let's try out sushi. Black sushi serving trays, sushi ingredients, and 8 recipe cards. Sushi is delicious. The sushi order always consists of 8 pieces of sushi on the tray. However, the recipes are varied in which kind of sushi and how many go on a tray. Be careful when placing that you don't place too many or too few of any given ingredient. 3 ebi, 2 roe, 1 toro, 2 tuna. The standard sampler. I love sushi. I want it on my menu as soon as possible. We have fried rice, delicious plate of rice fried to perfection. Yes, now you can serve your own hot bowls of fried rice directly to your customers. Cook it quickly with the included stainless steel wok and mix it with an array of different vegetables and recipes. 4 recipe cards. Check this out. Fried rice is a fairly easy food to prepare. Simply start with your base rice, add the ingredients, cook and serve. Fried rice cooks rather quickly, so be careful not to burn it. fried rice, and then once you've added the rice, you can add your other ingredients. And as we see, that clock moved very quickly once it started. So yes, you need to be on your toes. And once it's done cooking, we can see that those bars fill up pretty quickly. Lobster. Uh, Easy boil lobster, freezer dipping cups, and the butter dip recipe. So lobster, you boil it first. The cooking time for the lobster is quite long, however. Yes, we can see that it is taking quite some time. And then once you're done, you add your topping, your sauce. Never had red lobster. Dang. Huh. Anyway, banana foster. Fire! Banana foster involves fire. Tricky is in that you must wait for the pan to get hot with butter and sugar before placing bananas. Place the rum and light a blaze after placing bananas if needed. Be sure to wait for the pan to get hot with butter and sugar. Once you see the steam rising, you can add the bananas. Yes, you actually have to pay attention while you're making it. Butter and sugar. Wait. I want to see a fire, darn it. But maybe it won't do it in the tryout. Doesn't look like it. I might need to upgrade it before I can light it on fire. Shish kebab. Uh, you have to place the items on the kebab in the right order. One of the more challenging foods in the game. You must not allow any like ingredients to touch each other, otherwise it's an average order. For example, don't let 2 tomatoes touch each other. Separate them with another ingredient. So I need 2 tomatoes, a meat, a chicken, 2 green peppers, and 2 red peppers. So I would say like tomato, something like that would work. And then you have to wait for it to cook. So it takes some time to do, so you do want to be careful with that one. And stacked enchiladas. 4 possible recipe cards when you get this. So, enchiladas have a rhythm that's a bit complex at first. Place the tortilla in the skillet to get it nice and crispy, then place on the plate and place the toppings, then repeat if needed. Don't place the egg, onion, chives until you have all the tortillas stacked that you need. A single stack with... That's enough. So, fry the tortilla, then place it, and then you can place the toppings and chives. Two stacks with chives on top. I did something wrong there. Oh, I placed toppings after each one, I think. Now? Fried tortilla. plate tortilla, then place toppings. Repeat 2 more times, and then an egg on top. That one was correct. I don't know. I won't be getting that too quickly. But I think what I would want to do today is upgrade the food. Since that's something I actually need to do to advance. Steak goes up by $5 if I upgrade it. Soup goes up by $7, but it's a lot harder. And that's pickles. What good is a burger without pickles? Anchovies and a $2 increase. $7 increase for wine, but it makes it much harder. I kind of feel bad that my chicken breast has never been upgraded. I'm going to upgrade the chicken breast. And because I still have money, I'll do the lasagna as well. So let's do a day with these new things. I will not make either of those the daily special, but I will have both on the menu. Let's make my daily special. I want my breakfast foods. Can I make pizza? That's a tough one, but I'll try it. I'll try making pizza my daily special. So, as you can see, 6 serving stations on the left. And despite being a 2-star restaurant, I still have to take care of every chore myself. Tomato sauce, cheese, pepperoni, and sausage. Just the egg. Tomato sauce, cheese, pepperoni, sausage, bacon. All the meats. Just the coffee. We have a very nice buzz today because we just upgraded our restaurant. It is so much fancier. Alright. Pasta, sauce, meat, cheese, parmesan. I think I messed that up. I can still have the original one as well. The chicken cooking process has not changed. It's just higher quality chicken to increase the sell price. That was one heck of a rush hour. I double tenderized that, I think, because I was so flustered from doing everything else. Just the cheese. Just the cheese. I got overwhelmed. That's too bad. Alright. I'm not sure I've gotten that 18 that it needs me to get on 3 separate days, or 5 separate days. I've made not too many mistakes, but they've been spread out to really impact my combos. It's hard when all of your chores come in at the same time, too. So if the lasagna has meat, the first two you just do. Darn it! You just do PSMCR instead of PSCR the first two, and then the last one is just the PSCR again. Again, assuming that you're not rebound anything. This is not a good way to start a new star restaurant. Not exactly the standard you want to set. But our highest combo was 32. So we still got that 18 time perfect combo on 5 separate days added up. Great food. Love the food. Keep up the great job. You guys hiring? I went to discounts. Lol. Menu route occurring. Baked potato upgrade available. Crazy Dave's bet 8. You seem to be a good chef, but I don't think you're a good bartender. I want you to make 20 perfect orders today with a beer on your active menu. Beer is always on my active menu, sir. What's this today? Is that the fried rice? Coffee, hash browns, and breakfast sandwich? Did I buy the fried rice yet? I don't have the money for the fried rice. I do for the hash browns. Should I upgrade another food? I can upgrade lasagna again and add a vegetable layer. Let's not upgrade lasagna again until I have a day where I don't mess it up. Butter pecan ice cream, strawberry, and chocolate sauce. The baked potato can add spices, olives, and 4 new recipe cards. The nachos can add rice and beans. Let's not buy anything else today. So the chicken and lasagna are rotting. Let's do drinks. Drinks today. Plus fish if you need food. Drink bar. Now open. But even in the drink bar, sometimes you need long brown Barracuda in your day. A medium diet with ice. My only concern is the slight possibility of needing to try and open uh, 6 bottles of wine at the same time during rush hour. My fingers cannot handle that. But I didn't make wine my daily special, I made fish the special. So that's what we ordered the most. Large cola with no ice. Small water with ice and flavor blast. Large grape with ice. Jumbo tea with ice. Lots of beer orders in. I'm up to a 32 times combo, so Dave's bet is done. Long body brown Barracuda. I want fried chicken and I want seafood. Alright. 1 hour until next rush hour. Darn it. I tapped the one is right next to the up arrow on this keyboard. Basically no space between them. So I started trying to tap the up arrow and tapped one instead and ended my chances of the perfect day. That was just stupid. This is no one here to see me screwing up. Eagle with ice. At least I'm ending the day with 18 times combo. Two bad orders. The only ones that were not perfect were bad, not even average. But I got the combo I needed. Squeeze meatloaf wheels. Don't get in trouble by having a blowout and driving off the road. Got all of the etiers right here. These tires don't run. All American and all awesome. No air or anything. Call 220 for tire deals. Great. No baristas, please. Oh, sorry. Don't get in trouble by having a blowout. Run Crazy Dave's bet. You got one of the tax return accepted. Tax day is in 2 days. Attaches your standard tax refund from the government. Thank you for filing early and good luck with your business. SS Tax Office, extension 1044. $50 back. Nachos upgrade available. Welcome to Cook for Love. Ready to meet some people who share similar interests in cuisine and fine dining? Then you've enrolled in the right dating website. This is Cook for Love, a program that partners up fantastic cooks with salivating diners. You have chosen category, Chef Looking for Love. So you will receive emails from people looking for delicious dishes and romance. Please choose an option below and watch your inbox for love letters. You can say I want to date women or I want to date men. I would prefer to date women. Can you choose both? No, you cannot. Just curious. Be interesting if you could. I'm gonna upgrade the wine. I'm gonna take that plunge. I still need to upgrade things for that. I'm only at an hour and 10 minutes. Oh, shoot. I want to change my menu. Yes, I want to do another day, but I don't want to go on the same menu. What is that on my screen? It's not in the game. Is that showing up on the stream? Why does there appear to be a green cursor on my screen? Well, you can't see it on the screen anyway. Okay, right to, I don't really see it on there. Is there a screen where it shows up more clearly? Yeah, I don't know what that is on my screen, but but it's there clear as day to me, and I don't know why. I have a program open here, Radical something, Radical Window. I don't know what that is, but it's closed now. That's concerning that I had a program open and I don't know when I opened it. Built-in virtual aim point feature. Apparently there are key combinations that turn it on and I must have accidentally pushed those while trying to cook something. Okay. So I'll leave wine on there because I upgraded it. I'll bring the lasagna back actually as my daily special. Let's try having 6 things on the menu. Let's bring in fries again. I want to cook fries at least one more time before I upgrade them and replace them with sweet potato fries. I like sweet potato fries, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't want that to be my only option. In fact, I would very much dislike it being my only option. I wonder when the next time I'll have fries will be. Probably not for a while. Maybe Thursday. That's the earliest day I think it could happen. Actually, I could see it happening tomorrow. A bottle of my cheapest wine, so I do not have to change the wine before I start uncorking it. So, darn it. If they want a different wine, just make sure to push whatever button changes it before you start uncorking, and you're good. cheapest one. The cheapest one. One fries order with no salt. One fries order with no salt. Let's get these chores taken care of. With sea salt. The higher value one. The cheese one. No salt. With meat. No salt. No salt. I would not recommend drinking coffee past 4 p.m., but okay. Especially not with 4 sugars. Typically, the earlier I start working, the better chance I have of ending up with a Starbucks order during my day. The cheap one. Two to uncork. With no salt. Coffee, 8:30 p.m. Right with normal salt. Cheapest one. Kasumazu aged cheese one. Okay, I won't lie, I would eat lasagna even past 10 p.m. It's just that good. No bad orders, which is an improvement. I'm not getting back to perfect days like I had at the beginning. But that 18 times perfect combo is staying. Your food is what keeps... I love it. Your food is what keeps me going. I just think the floor should be a little less sticky, but beyond that, well done, my friend. You have a permanent customer here.
New catering job available. Also, Melanie wants to date. Hello, my name is Melanie. I love burgers. Juicy, delicious hamburgers. If you are serving burgers today, I'd love to stop by today and give them a whirl. I hope we can make it happen, Melanie. If you want to date this person, please click below. If not, ignore this email and another person will email you in the future. Sure, I'll accept Melanie's date. Which means I should make sure that somewhere on this menu is burgers. Or do I want to do wine again? My fingers are tired. Let's put fish back in this daily special. I can make that happen. There's another catering, but I want to do the date, so. She'll show up at some point today as a date. She'll order a burger because she said she loves burgers. So of course I had to put them on my active menu. But I don't want to do a lot of burgers today, so I didn't make them special. The date doesn't go any better if you make their favorite food the daily special, so there's no reason to worry about that. Cherry whip nuts. Oh no! With his poofy hair and crazy eyes, he had normal ears but a crooked nose with a mustache covering his sexy lips. I was thinking about the upcoming date, and then the guy comes and robs the place. Maybe this isn't the safest place to have a date. I mean, sure, we caught the guy, but I didn't do it quite fast enough to avoid burning something, though. But as I've explained in the past, the most important thing is always to catch them, even if it means you lose out on an order. All things considered, though, only missing on one order from a robbery is not bad. I've usually come during rush hour. I don't feel like I'm paying attention to the person. There she is. Hello, Melanie. You're going for the triple. I think you go with a healthy appetite. There you go. Oops. I accidentally did that early. There are Steam achievements related to Cook for Love. Of course, I have all the achievements, so you won't see them pop up while I'm playing, but Romance Surprise. I like it to do the cha-cha. Ha, you're so, say amazing or dumb. I know. Getting close to the mercy of the immortality of your mama or life itself. Indeed. Good food, see you later, bye. Okay. So afterwards you get texts and you have to respond, favorably. Don't say mean things. Dating in real life may be more nuanced, but this game does not uh, want you to worry about that. Very basic, simple, straightforward responses in your interactions. So one average order today, one bad order, but I dispensed justice, and that's what really matters. I have all the perfect combos done. I mean, I want to get perfect combos on every day, but as far as upgrading my restaurant to 3 stars, I do not need to worry about perfect anymore. Bringing the truth facts. Hello, Seaboat is here, bringing you inside scoops from Ms. Let's Do This. 1. You know the launch is due to low yields? Lol, like they will ever admit to it. Sorry, Nelson, your chips are coming in short, and I don't know if they'll launch in many more countries in early next year. 2. You think it's the last week of Derm? Oh, no way. The Derm is coming in hot. 3. If you only knew about the crazies in Ms. You'd give Nelson a break. Never believe Pontello. These Arami truth facts, take them and love them. Seaboat out. Rose's Corner Newsletter 3. Slowly we dance into the beyond, watching the stars above, as our children go behind us into the distant night. If anyone has a VHS copy of Bahama Troubles starring Kirk Van Stein, can I borrow it for the weekend? Please call 3932 so I can make my weekend plans accordingly. I could also make do with a VH copy of Crazy Baby in Boston too. What we do here on Earth will be forgotten in the wink of the eyes of the universe. If everyone wants to watch these movies with me this weekend, I'm game. No weirdos, please. Safety inspection due. Time for your 5-day inspection. Criminal activity at Cook Serve Delicious. We are happy to report that we have caught the criminal thanks to your excellent drawing skills. We have already deposited the $400 you stole into your account and will take this criminal to justice. Thank you and keep up the great work, Tower Security. A silver ticket for you. And another lasagna upgrade is available. What's that like? Is there another one beyond that now? Didn't hear anything about my date. Don't have to wait 3 days. Layered goodness. Oops. We're struggling a bit financially, and it turns out I had to choose between getting the asbestos removed from the office or throwing a party.
A coin flip later, and here you are. Just make sure we get at least 18 people served and no more than 3 bad orders. I can pull off $25 per person. Let's party. So layered goodness. It's things like lasagna and burgers. That will only be the basic uh, lasagna, so not a problem. Oh no, that was too soon. Alright, it did good enough. $625 for the 25 people I served. So that adds to my checklist. I've done 6 of the 7 catering services. I think one more day is in order. Get that first safety inspection done. I want to buy sushi. And in fact, I want to make it my daily special today. I love sushi that much. I'll throw the breakfast sandwiches back out there too. Alright. Two mint chocolate chips. Cherry whipping nuts. I messed up the first order? Please, no. Try again. Egg, sausage, and bacon. That's what I want in the morning. I looked for breakfast sandwiches at the store, but they're all horrible. I would have to make my own. Standard sampler. Just remember that Toro is T and tuna is there for you. At least for the first set of recipes, that's all you need to know. All the chores came at times when the inspector was not here. Trio of delicious.
Toro Special. I'll admit that when it comes to sushi, I sometimes have a tendency to overeat a little bit, but it's so good. Sausage and bacon. I have been looking for duck bacon at the store, but I can't seem to find it anymore, which is disappointing. I really enjoyed duck bacon. I enjoy duck in general. Tuna platter. Fully loaded. Cream and 5 sugars. Sea Spirit. Not exactly standard samplers, but still not heavily weighted towards any particular fish. Just stay calm. That's the first that hasn't had at least one of everything. Okay, we made it. Everything from the rush hour is cleared out. We got back down to every spot open. Alright, reconnection successful. We back. So I finished the day. I was right at the end of the day when it disconnected. 75 perfect orders.
honestly, I wish that OBS would stay connected for just a little longer, because I could have considered doing another day, but I feel like ending on a perfect day is the best way to do things. But we passed the safety inspection, completed another day of service, or about a third of the way through that. Only two more foods to upgrade and another craving service. Let's read the uh, mail, and then we'll look into ending. Big Pharma, no Harma? No. I don't know about you, but this is like the 2000s, and you're telling me that Big Pharma hasn't made a cure for hiccups yet? Of course they have. They just know it's not cost efficient to produce a cure because no one will pay good money for it. So the solution is just there sitting in the lab until someone figures out how to make the moolah. Darn you, Pharma. ST at extension 83. Your daily fortune 6. Lucky numbers 12, 13, 19, 55, 56, 58. Instead of learning how to make baskets and sell them, learn how to avoid the necessity of selling them in the first place. Animal to avoid today, kitten. Screw you, I'm not avoiding kittens. There's a fish upgrade available. A perfect day, wow. Money. Inspection passed, so increased buzz. Melanie wants another date. Wow, that was a delicious burger. I'd love to go out for another burger again tonight. That would be quite nice, Melanie. Your date will be sipping at your restaurant sometime today. I also have a Crazy Dave bet. So you think we got what it takes to make 20 perfect combos with pizza and baked potatoes on your active menu today? I bet you can't. Let's do this. Alright, let's do it. So I need pizza and baked potato for the Dave bet. And I need burgers for Melanie. I always like having beer and coffee because they're easy and fast. I'm not going to make sushi the daily special 2 days in a row, so I will bring back the fish as my special. You know what? Because there's a bet to remember and a date to remember, I'm going to go ahead and do uh, this day as well, despite the OBS disconnect. 3 meat patties. By the way, if there's another robber today, then I'm not accepting another date with Melanie. If there's a robber today, then I have to accept that that girl is bad news. I'm hoping to use my uh, Dave bet winnings from this day to upgrade the fish. I talked extensively during the last stream about the Australian lemons it promises, the lemon fields of Sydney. I talked to several people from Australia, and none of them could tell me definitively that there was one. But one of them said that they would try out the game, so. Cheese, sour cream, butter, chives, bacon, onions. Two meat patties. Nothing on it. Thank you for making that easy on me. Alright, my combo is taken care of. We know that. So I'm going to win Crazy Dave's bet. So the other main thing to focus on today is Melanie coming by for a burger. I wonder if she'll ask for a triple again. We'll find out. Sour cream, chives, and onions. Cheese, sour cream, butter. Make sure your toilets are clean and sanitized before you. Just, just bacon and cheese. Okay. Okay, hopefully we're all good. Uh, yeah, this will definitely be the last day if the stream is struggling. Okay. When OBS starts crashing and it says it's having trouble finding Twitch information, it's probably about time to end the stream. In fact, despite the fact that I'm technically live again, the uh, strength of the stream is still abysmal. Oh, darn it! It just... I'm distracted by the stream breaking and... Okay, rush hour is over. In the 2 minutes since I brought the stream back, I've dropped more than 50% of the frames. It's finally starting to even out a little bit, but yeah, the stream is over when this day is. So we'll be waiting for, I presume, a text from Melanie at some point. But in the meantime, just try and... Here we go. Here she is. How do you do it, serving all these people so well? I just look in the mirror and say, let's do it. Inspiring. You need to make an earthquake, then do the drought. Something burned while I was talking to her. Meeting cancellation. To whoever it may concern, the meeting tomorrow in Suite 740 is cancelled owing to the main speaker, Dennis, being otherwise engaged. I'm told he has some kind of doctor's appointment about his severe diarrhea.
I understand the outbursts are triggered whenever you use somebody else's pan without asking permission and completely burns the bottom of it beyond recognition, rendering it useless. So it's all to try to prevent that from happening again. I certainly won't leave my pan lying around carelessly at the bottom of my locked cupboard anymore, that's for sure. Leo H. Leo and Dennis have something going on. One Crazy Day Sweat, chicken breast upgrade available. You are number one. And in my book, that's pretty huge. Believe me, people will know. They will know. Glesser, here's your 10% boost for today. So there's another chicken upgrade available. New line of Farmer Joe's All-American Chicken Breasts. Ah, Farmer. In any case, my stream is breaking over and over again, and that is not good for a viewing experience. So we're going to call it there. We got 7 of our days of service done. First of 3 safety inspections, 6 of the 7 catering services, and only need to upgrade 2 more foods, so we're well on our way to the 3-star restaurant. If you are watching live on YouTube or on Twitch, despite you lurking, I appreciate you. If you are watching the archive later on YouTube, thank you for checking it out. I hope that however your day is going, it is progressing favorably for you. I will see you